Do a real quick conference, and then I'll take a couple of questions. First off, I got to tell the people of Anytown that we never really expected this thing to get away from us. Sally, she was an advanced biological phenomenon in our war against terrorism. We really never expected that she'd attack Anytown. She started as a kind of a small Brazilian salamander. Then she kind of started growing. First, she got up to about the size of an iguana. Then a little bit bigger as a Komodo dragon. And then really something that could only be described as Zool. It didn't take long before we had to move her from our lab into an underground holding area near the lake, and there's a shot of that for you. Unfortunately, the situation became uncontained when Sally got out. We do have a solution. We never go into research and development like this without a fail-safe. And as we speak, the National Guard is deploying our secret weapon, which we know will neutralize the threat. Thankfully, we don't think that she can fly yet. We know this wasn't our fault, but we do want to let everybody know that we're going to help the community rebuild. So we're already donating $2 million to a fund which has been set up at the mayor's office. Natural disasters and other things like this affect us all, including the Sludgecorp family. So we want to. We're hopeful that everybody affected by this tragedy will be fully covered under their individual insurance policies. Any questions?
How can you consider this a natural disaster?
Well, she's an animal, so we.
But she's not.
But you created her.
But we can't control what she does. What she does is natural to her.
And you said a moment ago that y'all are not taking responsibility, but you're giving a $2 million donation.
No, I said we are taking responsibility for it.
Now, how do you say it's not your fault?
How do you say it's not your fault?
Well, again, we don't have any way to control what Sally does after she got out of our holding pit. So we'll move on. Next question.
Why did you create Sally?
It was a governmental project in our war against terrorism.
So she was she was created for it to be a weapon.
I said that.
Okay.
How was she going to be used?
Well, much the same way she's doing things right now.
So you were going to release her on other countries?
Sure.
So was the company ever involved in illegal dumping practices at the lake?
I don't know that you could call it illegal. I mean, that's what the lake was there for.
So there were dumping? I mean, the company did dump stuff in the lake?
Next question.
What's been dumped in the lake?
Next question.
We have witnesses that say they saw Sludgecorp trucks leaving the lake area at night pretty frequently. Is that?
Who said that?
It's an anonymous source.
Well, if somebody's making slanderous statements about Sludgecorp, then we'll see him in court.
So what's next for Sally?
The weapon will neutralize her, and we'll take care of her from there.
You know where Sally is right now?
I do not.
Is Sludgecorp denying that they dumped anything in the lake? I mean, they're saying they did dump stuff.
I think we're over here. Thank you.
Are you taking responsibility for the people's deaths as well?
We're over.
Has Hollywood contacted you for the
Who's
rights?
going to be controlling the $2 million fund that's going to the mayor's office?
We're over. Thank
What have you got to hide, sir?
Can we see a picture of Sally again?
What have you got to hide? Come
you had the
clean.
pictures there.
Come
You had the pictures
clean.
there.
You owe it to
Can I
the
get these
public.
on my-
Come
Did
clean.
you get that?
Do you think I get these on my thumb drive?
Okay. Can I just
Can
get
I
your name?
get
Can I get your
them on
name
my
and
thumb?
title again?
Dr. Silas Sludge.
Can you spell that?